I don't know how I'm supposed to like pay attention to any of this.
At last. At last. For countless generations have we awaited this moment. Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Clive!
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive!
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
Damn it, Clive. Wake up. Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Griga's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill! Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship! I will be with you anon. Thank you. tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Still alive, are ya? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are ya?
What do I owe the honor? Not saying Fornian, do you? That it? Fine.
There's naught like a fuck-off crystal hanging over the horizon to sour your ale.
Is this the last of the mother crystals, do you think? Or could there be others buried out there?
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what? Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Twinside's 100... of leagues away. I don't mean the crystal is...
Still alive, Oz. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing.
It's a long story. One that I'd...
Right.
Is this everyone?
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset. Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, Your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything. What is it this time, Torgal? Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Clive! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved.
I would have done the same for...
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is...
From what little I saw...
I suppose I should... But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have... Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days. We must move.
But where do we start?
True. The challenges that face us are many. The realm's army, as you've seen firsthand, certain cities have banded together to... And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. In short, if stormed...
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those... Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of pride. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed And as luck would have it, I've already...
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle. And I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course. But the old... You don't mind?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person... I'll leave for Randalar. Would you send a stop?
Of course. Rutherford is already...
Excellent.
No.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our...
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid! You have to help us!
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions.
No! Well, yes, but that's not what...
It's Miss Mididol. She's very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
In the class.
That's what I...
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way...
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mid... Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put...
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She's...
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Ned, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important that you need to
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm. And that's... But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to... It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so... I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them, but not me. Well, almost.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise. If a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Then I'll need some bone, or shell.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the...
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
That crystal certainly don't bode well. Just think of all the secrets it must hold. Here, if you're planning on going up there, bring a bit back for me, could you?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to... My name is Herman. I've been with the... I wish to be deployed to Ash.
No. The lands across... I will not send good men and women to... Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. I was raised in an orphan, or rather... It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to... We were tortured. Until we feared no pain, and few ever survived long enough.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision. Sid.
You were a good friend, but the fact remains...
Sid.
Too dangerous for you. I'll go to Budbuck.
You will?
I won't let you...
I don't...
You can start by telling...
Vida Grace.
All right.
May the mother...
fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Think you can help?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so. Come again. I may have more for you.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability.
I don't mind, but...
Because he wants to be a... Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and... But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the trait.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test?
One can never have too much.
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. if I may observe. History can wait. Ah, yes. Indeed. Then go. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no... And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
How did she come?
Finding bearers always was, and it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives. And even better for her...
Leaving the bear...
Sid, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers, I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have to.
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick, the thought of him held...
He must be very...
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison... We should head there as quickly as...
As do I, Dora.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us a...
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your...
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better.
I do. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, but don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind. Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you find the book.
Thank you, Clark. But tracking it...
Please. It's only right that I return.
You are too kind. Alas. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to... But...
If you say so.
Forgive... But this book...
Clive, my boy.
Hippocrates. I've been charged with locating a book.
And you seek a rare gem in one whose name I had not thought.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade. Clive, if the young professor has taught, I fear she asks the impossible. The
Executors.
Coveters, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden text, one such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does a tale which could overturn the established order were it, or so rumor has it. I've never actually read.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organ?
Why? Secrecy. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long
by the hand of the executor.
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in... You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any...
My hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so across the strait. I had a friend in the village of Garnick. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. But, though he did not mention it by name, if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library...
Very well. I'll be sure to pay good. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Do you see anything you like? And a fine, fine day to you.
A fortress?
Who do you think?
I'm nervous. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate.
You'll sir.
Please, just Sid.
Oh, the sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes.
I am.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and no magic, no support, just one. It taught me what one man and I've been training ever since. So that one day...
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions.
So...
You haven't even... Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook, and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing it. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create all without being discovered, and
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you...
Know my limits. Right, I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.